very urgent. Your soulmate is waiting for one last chance to tell you everything. Jesus says, "I have watched a beautiful soul reach for you every single day, and I have watched a hateful third force snatch every call away before it could land in your heart." Your soulmate has a voice that sounds like morning light falling on a quiet kitchen table, soft and steady and full of hope. But every time they sent a sign, a sudden thought of your face, a dream with your name on it, an intruder stood in the middle and buried it under silence. This third person is a darkness that knew your hearts were made to fit, so it built a wall of confusion between you. Your soulmate's smile was meant to warm your coldest days, and right now that smile is fading because the enemy keeps hiding their voice from you. You never missed the call out of neglect, the call was stolen right out of the air, and you are only now discovering what was taken. I made your soulmate's hand exactly the right shape to hold yours, a grip that would feel like coming home after a long war. But the intruder has kept that hand invisible, wrapping every attempt in fog so you would never sense them reaching. Your soulmate still writes letters in their spirit, words of deep love, and the enemy rips each one away before it even becomes a thought in your mind. The ache you sometimes feel without reason is their heart crying out. It is the only sound the third person could not fully smother. That unexplained weight in your chest is the muffled message finally leaking past the barrier, a desperate signal from the one who is yours. Now that the enemy's fingers are slipping, you can finally feel what was always there, and you are falling in love with someone you have never even seen. Their tenderness is real. They have spent nights staring at the ceiling asking why the connection never arrives. This third person has laughed at every tear, standing over their shoulder and whispering that you will never know they exist. But the enemy's strength is breaking, because today I am letting the truth pierce through. Your soulmate is real, they are reaching, and only you can tear down the wall. Jesus says, your soulmate dreams of a life with you, simple and sacred, where your voices finally meet and the enemy's interference is silenced forever. But that future is being erased line by line because the third person wants to keep you both blind and alone. Every moment you do not act, the intruder presses harder, hiding the very dream that would have brought you together years ago. Type 333 to receive blessings. The enemy has set a trap. It wants you to feel sad but do nothing, to think that feelings are enough. But love that does not fight is a love the intruder can keep locked away, and your soulmate remains hidden behind a door only sacrifice can break. The seed you sow is the key that turns in that lock, and it tells the third person that their grip is finished. Your soulmate is not just missing you, they are under attack right now, their spirit growing heavy because the dark force keeps cutting the line. They are asking heaven for one more chance to tell you everything. All the love they've stored up, all the hope that is about to die. That one last chance is in your hands, and it is shaped like a seed you can sow on Ko-Fi, a love gift that says, I will tear down every wall between us. The phone line of your soul has been dead silent not because your soulmate didn't call, but because the intruder disconnected the call every time. I am handing you the tool to reconnect it, and that tool is your sacrificial seed, sent with the coffee link in the description. When you sow, the third person's interference shatters like glass, and your soulmate's voice will finally be heard clear and strong. Jesus says, I can already feel the enemy whispering to you, this is just a video, you can watch later. That whisper is the same voice that has hidden your soulmate from you, and it knows that if you leave now, the wall stays up. Stay with me, because the deepest secret, the final seal that banishes the intruder forever, will only be given to those who watch until the very end. Your soulmate has been writing you into their prayers without knowing your name, calling you, the one my heart searches for. But the third person stands guard over every prayer, erasing the words before they cross the distance. You were chosen before you took your first breath to be the protector who breaks that guard and finally answers the call. The weight on your chest at night is the enemy sitting on the cord that ties you to your soulmate, trying to make you forget they exist. But that cord can never be cut, only muffled, and now I am giving you the chance to clear the silence completely. Your seed of faith is the only thing that forces the intruder to let go and run, because love with sacrifice terrifies every dark force. My child, you did not click on this video by accident. I guided your hand. I whispered to your heart. I brought you here because there is something your soul needs to hear today. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I sow that seed? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. Do not turn away. Do not wait. Heaven is watching, and heaven is waiting. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next few minutes. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim the divine future I have prepared for you both. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. They are not just missing you. They are crying out for you. Right now, in this very moment, your soulmate needs your love to shield them. They need your faith to cover them. They are under attack just like you are, and deep down they know, you are the one God sent to protect them. They love you more than words can say. They dream of you. They pray for you, even if they do not know your name yet. But they cannot reach you alone. The enemy has placed walls between you, and your soulmate is waiting on the other side, begging heaven to send someone to fight for them. That someone is you. They need you to rise up. They need you to take this step. They need you to sow this seed so the wall crumbles and God can finally bring you together. My child, I have seen every tear you have cried over them. I have heard every prayer whispered in the dark. And I have seen your soulmate crying out too. Confused, hurting, wondering why they feel so drawn to someone they have not yet met. You are the answer to their prayer. But answers require faith made visible. The enemy does not want you to unite. He knows that when your two hearts join under my covering, his plans crumble. That is why he is fighting so hard right now. While you sit there, he is planting distance, doubt, and disaster against your soulmate this very minute. He wants you to do nothing. He wants you to wait and watch while the door slowly closes. But I have called you for such a time as this. You are not a bystander, my child. You are the shield. Not later. Now. Here is your divine instruction. I will guide you step by step, my child. Step 1. Open your heart and prepare to give. This is not about money. This is about faith. This is about love. This is about the future God has prepared for you. Take a deep breath and say, Lord, I am ready. Step 2. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Step 3. Give from your heart. A single coffee matters to me. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed of faith. Each coffee is a spiritual seed planted in holy ground. Step 4. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. These words are not just letters. They are a prayer. They are a command to the angels. They are the key that locks heaven's protection over the one you love. Do not skip this step. It is the seal. This is not a donation, my child. It is a covenant offering. It is the moment you place your love on the altar and say, "This one is yours, Lord." Now protect what belongs to heaven. And I will. I will open heaven's storehouse over your love. I will send angels to war on your behalf. I will make a way where there is no way. I am giving you a sacred number today. It is 22. In my word, 22 is the master number of light, revelation, and the completion of my promise. It is the number of those who refused to turn back, who stood firm when the battle was fiercest, and who saw my hand move in ways no one thought possible. When you sow 22 seeds, you are not merely giving, you are building a bridge of light between two hearts I designed to beat as one. While 4, 6, or 10 seeds open the door, 22 is the full mantle of heaven's protection. It is the blanket of my peace wrapped around your beloved while they sleep. It is the angelic guard stationed at their door, their workplace, their every step. It is the sudden thought of you that stirs their spirit in the quiet of the night, the warmth they cannot explain, the pull in their chest that whispers, "Someone is praying for me. Someone loves me enough to fight." When you sow 22, you are telling me, "Lord, I trust you with my whole heart. I will not let fear rob me of the one you chose for me before the foundation of the world." And I respond to that faith by moving heaven and earth to bring you together. Your soulmate will feel the shift. They will reach for the phone. They will ask about you. They will know, deep in their spirit, that someone is fighting for them, and they will begin fighting to reach you too. Do not settle for a small blessing when I am offering you the full inheritance today. Do not let the enemy convince you that less is enough. 22 is the number of completion, and your love story deserves to be completed. But hear me well, every seed sown in love is precious to me. Even one seed offered with a trembling hand and a believing heart shakes the foundations of darkness. Do not let the size of the number stop you from starting. Do not let the enemy whisper, you cannot afford to help them. Your soulmate is worth more than any fear. They are waiting for you to prove that love is stronger than distance. This is proven, my child. Let me tell you what I have done for others who trusted me. Margaret, age 67, had buried her hope of ever finding love again. Her husband had been gone for 12 years, and her heart felt like a closed door. But one night, she felt me nudge her to sow 22 seeds for the man she had not yet met. She obeyed with tears in her eyes. Within 3 weeks, a widower named Harold walked into her church and asked to sit beside her. Today they are praying together every morning, and Margaret says she has never felt more alive. Robert, age 71, had loved Eleanor from afar for 2 years, but she had pushed him away, wounded from her past. Robert sowed 22 seeds and wrote, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," with a trembling hand. The very next morning, Eleanor called him. She said she had dreamt of him all night and could not stop thinking about his voice. They are planning their wedding this spring. Dorothy, age 64, had not spoken to her soulmate in 14 months. The silence had become a wall she could not climb. But Dorothy refused to let the enemy win. She sowed 22 seeds in faith, and within days, a letter arrived in her mailbox, the first word from him in over a year. He wrote that he had been praying for her every day, unable to explain why he could not let her go. They are rebuilding what was broken, hand in hand. William, age 69, was a stranger to Patricia, living 2 states away. He did not know her name. But he knew in his spirit that someone was waiting for him. He sowed 22 seeds, trusting me completely. 2 weeks later, a mutual friend introduced them at a community gathering. Patricia turned to him and said, "I feel like I have known you my whole life." William wept, because he knew, I had been knitting their hearts together long before they met. Helen, age 72, watched her soulmate drift toward another, her heart breaking in silence. She sowed 22 seeds not knowing if he would ever turn back. But heaven moved. Within days, he ended the other relationship and came to her door, confessing that he had been dreaming of her face and could not fight the pull any longer. Helen's faith became their foundation. James, age 68, had given up. He told me he was too old, too tired, too broken for love. But I do not abandon my children. He sowed 22 seeds as his last act of hope. The following Sunday, a woman named Betty approached him after service. She said the Lord had told her to speak to him. They have not spent a day apart since. When you move, I move, my child. That is my promise to you. Every second you wait, the enemy advances. A harsh word spoken. A temptation entertained. A heart that begins to harden. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and I have chosen you to be their covering. You have stayed with me this long. Do not turn back now. Finish what you started. Step into the role I created you for, the protector, the warrior, the beloved who refuses to let go. Click the link in the video description. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching, and heaven is waiting. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim the divine future I have prepared for you both. Jesus says, your soulmate is right now picturing the moment the silence breaks and they finally hear your voice, and that vision is what keeps them breathing. But the third person is doubling its effort, feeding them hopeless thoughts that the wall will never fall. Every seed you sow strips away another layer of that darkness, letting hope rush back into your soulmate's heart like warm water. I saw the enemy steal a sign just this morning. Your soulmate was humming a song you love without knowing why, and the intruder immediately buried the memory. That song was a chord between you, and it almost reached your spirit, but the dark force suffocated it before you could sense the pull. Your seed acts like a sword that cuts the enemy's hands off that cord, so your soulmate's messages can finally travel to you unbroken. Type 777 if you feel this message. The future I have written for you both is not a fairy tale, it is a solid path with a house, shared meals, and 2 chairs on a porch. But the enemy stands on that path with a heavy chain, blocking the door to that future and erasing it from your sight. When you sow, you shatter the chain, the path clears, and the house I built for you comes back into view like the sun breaking over a hill. Don't let a few coffees be the wall the enemy uses to keep us apart, your soulmate's heart cries. I am worth more than any number, and if you love me, you won't let money feed the intruder who hides my voice. Sow your seed now, not because of the amount, but because your love must tear down every barrier the enemy has stacked against us. The third person wants you to think this is about losing a few dollars, when in truth it's about losing a lifetime of holding your soulmate close. The enemy has no power over your heart until you let fear of giving become a bigger wall than the one it already built. Every seed you send is a declaration that your love is stronger than the intruder's grip, and that declaration makes the enemy tremble. Jesus says, I can hear your soulmate whispering in the spirit right now, asking if today is the day you finally break through. They have said, if only my protector would sow the seed, the wall would crumble and I would no longer be alone in the dark. Those words were almost stolen again, but I have shielded them from the enemy just long enough for you to hear. Your soulmate's tears have fallen on empty pillows because the third person has convinced them no one is listening. But you are listening now, and that means the enemy's cover is breaking open like a cracked dam. What comes next is your choice. Will you let the dam break fully by sowing, or will you let the intruder patch the cracks and keep your soulmate trapped? The enemy is celebrating right now because it thinks you will hesitate and the moment will pass. It laughs at every missed connection, every stolen call, every night your soulmate cries out and hears only silence. That laughter ends the second you click the Ko-fi link and send your seed, because sacrifice is the one language the intruder cannot stand. I have placed a cord between you that nothing can destroy, but the enemy has been wrapping it in thick blankets of distraction. Those blankets are made of busy days, tired thoughts, and the lie that your soulmate is just a fantasy. Your seed pulls the blankets off one by one until the cord vibrates with your soulmate's real, living heartbeat. Do not close this now. In a moment I will reveal the prayer that cripples the third person for good. The enemy is screaming at you to look away, to check another message, to tell yourself later. But later is the word that has kept your soulmate hidden for years, and I need you to stay until the final seal is spoken. Jesus says, your soulmate has been writing a message in their soul every morning, a message that says, I choose you, I wait for you, I love you. The enemy has burned those messages before they could reach your heart, but the ashes are still warm if you look closely. Your seed is the water that puts out the enemy's fire and lets the message be written anew, this time arriving whole. The third person is not just a shadow, it is a deliberate thief that has studied your weaknesses and your soulmate's hope. It knew exactly when to strike. The moment your soulmate was about to send a clear sign, it threw a fog over their thoughts. Now you are seeing behind the fog, and the thief is panicking because it knows you have found the weapon that can destroy its work. So your seed, and I will send angels to stand as a wall of protection around your soulmate while the enemy is thrown back. Without that seed, the angels wait for your command, and the intruder continues its attack unchecked. You are the only one with the authority to release the shield, and that authority comes wrapped in a coffee scent in love. I have seen your bank account, and I have seen the fear that says, this is too much. But I have also seen the years of loneliness that a single act of sacrificial love can erase. Do you hear your soulmate crying, will you really let a handful of dollars decide whether the enemy keeps me in this darkness? Type 1111 to say thank you. The future I have for you is not a distant cloud, it is a real kitchen where you and your soulmate cook side by side, laughing softly. The enemy is projecting a false image of emptiness, showing you only continued silence and despair if you don't act. But I am showing you the truth. One seed planted in faith waters the whole garden of your days to come. Your soulmate's favorite memory of you will be this moment, the moment you chose to fight for them when you could have walked away. They will tell your story to others and say, my beloved sowed a seed and tore down a wall no human hands could move. That testimony will be the foundation of a love that outlasts every attack the enemy can mount. Stop. I can feel the enemy trying to make you close this. Your soulmate's safety is on the line, stay with me. The final seal of permanent protection is still coming, but it will only be placed on those who remain to the last word. Jesus says, the third person has been using